welcome back to my channel. Thank you to my returning subscribers, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel, and if this video resonates with you, then please do consider liking it and commenting on it, and possibly even sharing it if you feel obliged to. So let's see what we've got for you today, shall we? What we have for you tonight. So just put your energy into what is on your mind right now, what you would like the cards to show you, what you want to know, how things feel or seem for you. So since this full moon, as we're heading closer to a new moon now, new intentions you might be feeling for yourself, things that you want to know. Oh, we have the duck and the chrysanthemum. Luck. So maybe Lady Luck is on your side right now. Luck and adaptability. So perhaps something has changed with your life right now. Maybe how you're feeling about something has changed. Your ability to adapt has brought you some luck here. Okay. So let's see what your runes are talking about with this luck. What is this luck all about? Do you feel lucky? I felt like Clint Eastwood then. Okay. We have the rune answers. So this could be luck in terms of an energy that feels like it's come from the gods. So it could be that something has landed in your lap that you're like, how lucky am I to have this in my life? Okay. So answers is a rune of communication, but it can sometimes relate to the communication that you have with a higher spirit. So not like communication that humans would have between each other, but sometimes a communication that you have between your higher conscience and your conscious mind. So through these winds of change that we've been recently having, especially if you're in the UK or maybe where you're living, perhaps there's been quite a lot of wind around at the moment that's bringing a lot of change, adaptability. And this is changing your look. It's bringing you something very lucky coming in. And answers is communicating that to you. We have Nordies. I'm going to pick another one on here as well. That one comes out quite a lot. Ah, and I was. Okay, this one's come out a lot today in readings. So there's an energy here of this communication that's coming in, that's bringing a lot of luck for you. It's also allowing you to realise what restrictions you have or what perceived restrictions you have. And is suggesting about an ending of a cycle that felt restrictive into more freedom. So it's kind of allowing you to feel more free and kind of having the backbone to drive this energy forward. Okay, so it's like luck is on your side, so it's time to take a leap of faith. I would not be surprised if the Fool comes out at some point today in this reading. I really wouldn't be surprised. So let's get into the tarot then and see what we have for you on there. So what is this current situation that we're talking about then for you to do with your luck? I honestly thought that was the Fool then. Let's see what we have for you. Let's try that again. So there's an energy of maybe you're not feeling enthusiastic about this. Maybe you don't always feel like luck is on you. You're joking. The Fool. Okay, maybe I manifested that to happen. Maybe that's the energy you're in right now. You think it and it happens. I love it when that does happen. So yes, we're definitely on the right thread here. There's an energy of you having been through maybe a little bit of a healing process. You know, Nordies is kind of explaining that. You have been acknowledging your soul needs, and that might have been a difficult process for you to communicate that to yourself, to understand this. But it's actually brought you to a point of feeling the freedom to take a chance, to take a risk, to take a leap of faith here. And it's almost like, you know, this might have felt like it's a calculated risk because you've really thought about this. You've kind of really pulled your heart out to look at what needs to be done here. What do you need from your life right now? What is the best way forward? What is that leap of faith that's going to mean the most to you? And it's brought you into this really lucky energy because it's like, you know, you're being rewarded by the gods almost because you've thought to yourself, I'm going to adapt. I'm going to adapt my ways. I'm going to adapt my life. And in that adaptation, it's brought you a lot of luck. So if you were thinking of taking a chance on something right now, if you were thinking of stepping into the unknown, then it's a very good, fortunate time for you to do that. So if you're watching this video and thinking about something like that, then it's worth doing it. But what holds you back? What is this challenge all about? Because there's always a challenge to things when we're thinking about taking a leap of faith. What is your challenge here? Let's see. Okay. Your challenge here is some heartbreak over something that you feel you manifested. So it's almost like an energy of opportunity, perhaps a missed opportunity. So it's like you feel that you can't leap forward into this because the opportunity's gone. The opportunity's been missed. So let's get another card as to why you feel that the opportunity has been missed. Okay. Because it feels like you've been taking your time to think, being on your own quite a lot, and observing yourself. And it's almost like in that observation, maybe you found some things there that you feel you can't move forward here. You can't take a chance. So remember, this is your challenge. So maybe you're wrong. Maybe there isn't a missed opportunity. Maybe there is an opportunity still here, ready to be taken. So let's find out, shall we? Is this opportunity still available to you? You might be surprised. Well, 8 of Wands suggests good fortune, good luck, and fast action, speedy things happening. So if you act quickly, then the opportunity is there. It's kind of suggesting don't hang around on this, because right now everything is aligned in the ability to manifest this, to bring this into your life. It's a good fortune if you do it now. Okay, so it feels like time is of the essence within this. So what do you need to focus on right now? See ya. Let's have a look. What do you need to focus on at this time? The King of Wands in reverse. Okay. This is telling me that what you need to focus on right now is not letting your pride get in the way. Not letting, what's the word? Your bravado get in the way. So, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're male or female here. We all have bravado. We all have the ability to put on a front and be like, it doesn't bother me. It's not touching me. I don't care. You know, if this opportunity passes me by, it's absolutely fine. But I feel like you do care. Okay, so the focus here is about don't let your bravado get in the way of this, because it's something that you've been wishing for. It's like a wish fulfillment, but you're blocking that energy somehow because maybe you feel like that opportunity's gone. Okay, so what about that focus? Ooh, again, let's have a look. I keep seeing the Page of Swords as well, so this could be about communication in the form of text messages or emails, some kind of passing of information, or needing to know some information before being able to take this leap of faith. Maybe you're waiting on some information here. So what else do you need to focus on? Another card that's kind of similar to the King of Wands, but this is the energy of taking action and planning in a strategic way. So it's like being a game player almost, having a game plan, and that's what you need to focus on, is being like the king of all kings. So having the emotional intelligence, having the passion, having the confidence, what have I missed out? Having the intelligence and the logic. So it's kind of having all of the elements of the kings put together to make this happen. So it's focusing, it's heavily masculine this is. So perhaps you are a masculine watching this, and it's about that balanced masculine energy. And if you're feminine here, it might be that you need to perhaps step into your masculine energy and be the one to take control here to manifest what it is that you want in your life. Okay, so So there's heavy energy there around allowing that. Okay, because I feel like you've still got this energy around a missed opportunity, something that you want to happen but you don't feel it can. I don't know if somebody's feeling a little bit ill at the moment or a little bit sick. Maybe you've got butterflies in your stomach or you're feeling anxious about this. I can feel it across like the top of the shoulders, although that's quite normal for me at the minute, but it's feeling a little bit different to what I normally feel. So let's see, what can help you right now? Having the strength and the courage, having the bravery to say what you really want. Not be afraid, not be held back by that bravado, in just allowing yourself to be seen. Maybe allowing your vulnerability here. Allow that to shine out, because it feels like this is very soon going to be a missed opportunity. And you don't want that, because this has been communicated to you from the gods, I feel, about your soul needs, about something that is right for you. But it's almost like you've been missing the signs or not trying to look at it, trying to ignore it maybe. But is suggesting, you know, this is a complete rebirth. You've come full circle. You've realised I need to kind of have that courage to step forward and say what it is that I want, what I need. You know, no more worry, no more anguish, no more sort of trying to hide it. Okay, let's see what your future holds for this. What is the future of this for you? What is the future of this? So for some of you, I feel like, you know, you've got over the next month really to take this leap of faith. There may be things that you need to move in order to achieve it. I'm getting something about rose. It could be a name, or it could actually be a tattoo of a rose that I'm seeing, that could be significant here. Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands. So this is about, you know you've been hurt in the past. You know that you have been through a lot. And maybe this is what holds you back from taking a leap of faith here, because you're like, I've done this before, been here before. And whenever I take a leap of faith, I always get knocked back down again. I'm getting that Chumbawamba song, you know. I get knocked down, but I get up again. So it's sort of this energy of maybe somebody, either yourself or around you, that perhaps instead of tackling this head on, you're kind of maybe drinking the night away, or, you know, just burying your head in, going out with friends, but not actually sitting with the real issue here, or the real thing that you need in your life, that you want. That light it's there, it's available to you. Don't allow the past to hold you back from achieving it, from really feeling it. So do we have any clarity on this card? Anything else? Okay. You know that this is a sudden change that you're going through right now. You've had this kind of awakening, this feeling, this thought. It's something that's not going away. It's persistent. It feels like it's very persistent. And it will continue to be persistent in your future, showing on here, until you do something about this, until you take that leap of faith. And it would be really unfortunate if you decide to go ahead with this, but that opportunity is no longer available. So let's get a timing on that, shall we? So how long do you have? How long do you have? And I know you could say, well, if it's not meant for me, you know, if it's meant for me, it'll happen to me no matter what, maybe. But then we can change our fate. We can change our destiny, if you like, through not taking these kind of chances, okay? So we've got here the Six of Wands. So like June, it feels like actually the next few days really is the opportunity that you have. It feels like you could be missing out on something due to your pride that could be very nurturing to you. And this is like something that maybe you're avoiding because of responsibility, or like a role that you feel you'd need to play within this. So perhaps if this is to do with work or a job, it might be that you're worried that taking on this role might mean too much of your time taken up by it, you know, or like being seen is difficult for you to comprehend. So it's like you'd rather just avoid it, step back from it. It's going to mean too much responsibility. And for some of you, I feel that this could be an opportunity in terms of being seen by a person. And it's actually, again, that not wanting to take responsibility or feeling like you don't want to be rejected with something. Something about responsibility there that is a fear. Okay, so let's see what advice we have for you on this. What advice do we have? I'm going to do that again, actually. So, what advice do we have? I'm definitely getting an energy of somebody not feeling great at the moment, feeling a little bit unwell, a little bit sick maybe. Okay, so we've got the Justice card here. So this could be, the advice is stop holding back the truth. Stop trying to hide the truth. Allow the truth to be seen, to be known, because that's going to create balance in your life. It's going to allow you to move forward with integrity. Okay, so again, if this is to do with a work opportunity, or even if it's to do with getting into a relationship with somebody, it's always best to be truthful. Even if the truth is difficult to swallow or difficult to admit, it's always better to tell the truth on this, because it's going to mean more for you in the long run. So what is it going to mean for you if you allow this truth? Now, for some of you, what I'm getting on that is that this could be an opportunity for you to obtain some truth from somebody, actually. But what would it mean for you to have this? Okay. It would mean stability and security. Okay. It would mean stability and security, and something that is maybe what you've known before has been on a very fast pace, very chop change, whereas this is more like a slower moving energy of stability and security. And it's almost like that's the truth of what you want right now, is some stability and security. Maybe you need some help here as well on a financial level, and that's what you're looking for. So it's worth allowing that to be known, because like we say, that window of opportunity might not be there, because the person that you want this from, maybe they go and help somebody else and they're like, I'm really sorry, if you'd have come to me a few days before, I could have helped you. You know, how many times have you been in a situation like that? And how much is this showing you a repeated cycle? Because I feel like you could be in a bit of a repeated pattern, and you know, if you don't take a chance here, it's just going to recycle again, and you're going to be stuck in that position again. There's a lot of enthusiasm and opportunity here to take a risk, take a chance, you know, really go for it. That Page of Wands is a little bit like the Fool in a way. I always see it as the Fool. Okay, do we have any other information for you? Any other advice? What you can do right now to help yourself? Ace of Pentacles. So making some plans, putting some roots down, you know, it could be about making an offer, actually, making an offer on something. Whoa, 2 aces, Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, for some of you, this is about making an offer on something financially. It's about maybe putting something down. It could be putting a deposit down on something so that you secure it for yourself. And for some of you, it's about a relationship, securing that, you know, putting your truth out there as to what it is that you want. Secure that love or secure that money. So you choose which one is most relatable to you, because I feel like there's 2 different collectives that are coming out here. That's why there's a lot of 2 cards coming out at the same time, but they're both about truth. They're both about being honest with yourself, taking a chance before that opportunity is gone. Okay, you really do need to try and see a way to be flexible with this. All right, taking a risk is necessary at this time. Now, let's just see what your hopes and fears are around this. There's a lot of change that aligns you with your highest fate, your highest timeline. But that means stepping out of your comfort zone can be difficult to do that, can't it? So hopes and fears around this. Let's see. What is your hopes and fears right now? Self-sabotage. Basically, I feel that you know you could go ahead with this. You could go ahead and make this known, take this chance, take the opportunity that's in front of you. But there's a feeling within you of sabotaging it, of doing something wrong or things not going right, things not going your way. And I feel like that worries you, because it's like, you know, you don't really want to upset anybody. You don't want to cause any problems, but at the same time, you do need to trust yourself as well. So let's just get some clarity on that Eight of Swords. So what is it that you feel that you're going to sabotage? What do you feel you're going to sabotage at this time? Oh, you're keeping your cards close to your chest at this time. Okay, you can't hide from me. It's that enthusiasm and, you know, inspiration here as well. So, you know, this is what you feel that you're going to get bored, is what I'm getting from this. Is you worried that you're going to get bored and you're going to want more change again, and that's going to cause some issues. I feel that that's what this is. Let's see what. Yeah, and it leads to regrets. It's almost like I feel like you've had regrets in the past where you've kind of, you've gone for something, you've gone all in, but then felt like you've got bored or stepped back and then felt regretful of that. So it's like kind of breaking a bit of a cycle here, breaking a pattern. So how do we break this pattern? What do you need to do to break this pattern? I kind of feel like I know what card's going to come out here. What do you need to do to break this pattern? That's interesting. So to break this pattern is to recognise your addictions, okay? It's to recognise the patterns that you have. Almost like recognise where you possibly go into something maybe not being 100% truthful to yourself about what you're doing. And that's what kind of brings you to be unstuck. And when you get so far into an opportunity or into something, is that kind of not trusting yourself, or maybe feeling like temptation kind of is what creates this sabotage. Okay, so for instance, if this is to do with relationships, it could be that you get tempted elsewhere, and that you feel there's always that in the back of your mind of being tempted to sabotage things. Okay, so that's quite a big one on there in lots of different threads. I feel is that energy that you feel about yourself. Okay, and that is something I feel that you've been carrying around a little while, but you've been working on that with yourself, haven't you? And that's why this opportunity now has been placed in front of you. You don't get these kind of opportunities if you are constantly you know, creating this kind of karma that is going to impact you. You know, you wouldn't have manifested this opportunity if your karma contained lessons that need to be learnt. You know, you've been given an opportunity here to change the story. So how do you do that? How do you move through this? It feels quite specific to perhaps a few people. How do you change it? You know, as much advice as we can give you to help you with this is what we will do. How do you move through this? Okay, by creating balance and flexibility, maybe in the past you have felt this restricted energy, you felt very restricted, or like, you know, it's all become too much, or you're locked in. And that is what's created you to sabotage by being tempted by other things. So this is about creating balance, flexibility, communication as well. So allowing that communication, maybe if you need to just be open and honest and be sort of like, I actually need to have a little bit of space and time, or if it's a, you know, a work opportunity or something, allow whatever that opportunity is. Just know that you can have some space and time, create some flexibility, make sure you've got a balance between work and play. Okay, so it's all about creating balance and flexibility and being disciplined with yourself as well. So this is an opportunity to actually find some discipline, and you will be much more proud of yourself. You will feel so much better in yourself for doing that, for recognizing, okay, normally at this point I would be tempted over here by this. I'm not going to do that this time. And you will watch just how proud of yourself you will be and how fulfilling that's going to be as well. So what is your outcome here? Okay, so there's a lot about truth coming out, or secrets being revealed, things being illuminated to you, a lot that's been up in your mind right now. So this is about you moving through patterns, and maybe getting some help and advice as well in this. So it's like following your intuition, where I feel like you've been blocking your intuition for some time. And I feel like around since May, you've kind of really felt these intuitive downloads coming in. Maybe you've been having dreams about this. And now you're starting to see the illusions. You're starting to, you know, really uncover what is the illusion around this. And through the illusion, you've seen this opportunity. You're recognizing what needs to be done, what needs to happen. Okay, so let's see. Let's clarify. Clarify that Five of Swords. So how do we clarify the Five of Swords here? Okay, so yeah, that Five of Swords, this is from your past basically. It's from you, you know, reminiscing a lot, thinking about, you know, memories and things, things that have happened in the past. Maybe you've been kind of beating yourself up over the past a little bit. And what about the Moon? Keep getting the Eight of Cups in reverse as well. So this could be actually something that you've walked away from, that you found an opportunity to walk back towards. Let's clarify the Moon, that illusion. So what illusion has been opened up for you? That's interesting. This is the Sun and the Moon. The balance of the masculine and the feminine. Yeah. So the illusion here is, again, about something that brings you joy, inspiration, what you want to manifest, something that you've been dreaming about, okay? It feels like you've had signs everywhere, and it's not that you've been missing the signs, you've just been avoiding the signs or trying not to look at the signs, but it's almost like it's screamingly obvious now in your face. It is not an illusion. You're not dreaming this. This is real, and this is what is necessary for you. This is what you need to do. So what is the final outcome of this for you? What is the final outcome here? We'll get there in the end. Maybe that's something that you've been saying to yourself, like, we'll get there in the end. We will get there. What is this? Okay, so again, we've got that balance between, look, the Sun and the Moon. This is about getting balance between the masculine and the feminine, I feel. It's about feeling like you finally found something that you can orbit around, or that will orbit around you. And it's trusting in that, seeing it as not an illusion, but as an alignment. And it's having patience with yourself and having patience with what the purpose is of this, okay, and really understanding what the purpose is. I feel like you've kind of uncovered a purpose that perhaps you didn't realise before, you didn't see before. Yeah, and it's coming out of this crossroads now that you've been in for such a long time. You're kind of realising, actually, I don't need to be stuck anymore. I can move forward with this. Yeah, and releasing burden, like letting go of what's been weighing you down from the past, you know, carrying a heavy load. You're not doing that anymore. And we have here the 10 of Cups. Okay, so it's moving into a time that's bringing you peace, harmony, freedom, family time, if that's what you've been looking for. You know, this is bringing you into a space that this opportunity is going to bring you so much contentment, so much happiness, so much freedom from the past restraints as well. You know, you're setting yourself free from those chains of temptations that have kind of caused you to sabotage things. You know, you're really letting go of a lot here in order to achieve this. And it contains everything that you've wanted. Okay. So don't let this pass you by. This is an opportunity that is worth taking from the looks of these runes and these cards. And that luck is on your side right now with the duck and the chrysanthemum. Maybe ducks and foxes, maybe they're significant animals for you. These could be power animals. You might be seeing a lot of these animals around. If a fox crosses your path, that's a sign about this. It could be telling you, like, you know, come on, hurry up. And the same with the duck as well. You might hear a duck or see a duck flying around, which is not unusual this time of year anyway. But when you do, remember this video. It will be a sign for you that this opportunity, you know, don't let it go. Don't lose the opportunity. Now, if this video resonates with you and you want to go deeper into this, you want to get more timings maybe, or just see what it means for you on a deeper level, then please do get in touch. My details are down in the description box. I can also answer 1 or 2 question readings as well. They're £10 each, and you normally get a response within like 2 to 4 hours, sometimes a lot sooner than that, because I check my emails are on my phone. So as soon as I get a chance, and I'm always with my cards and my runes, I'm never away from them. And please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. So I'm going to try and reach my phone now to turn this off, and I will see you all again very soon. Have a blessed evening.